श्री एडवोकेट डीन
कि किस तरह फर्जी जो नियुक्त हैं उनकी जांच की जाए, ये भी मैं आपसे बहुत बहुत आपको धन्यवाद कि अच्छा बिल आप लेके आए।
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would like to raise 5 important points here. First of all, sir, we are discussing this particular bill on the memorable day of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Sir, while introducing this bill on March, government has excluded the representative from SC/ST category in Board of Directors, Board of Governors, sorry. Then reintroduced last week on December 1st as an amendment. Sir, it is not a good practice. It's a misbehavior to that particular committee that first I would like to indicate here. So I would like to remind government that all future legislation should by default ensure representation and this should not be repeated. That's my first point. Then secondly, I would like to indicate the geographical disparities are in my state Kerala. As per the seats available, only 340 seats in government sectors now, comparatively against 3,320 seats in private sector. So only 10% in government sector are available. It clearly indicates Kerala also needed an institute. So I would like to request Honorable Minister, I appeal to Honorable Minister to take initiative to start an institute in Kerala also. And a clause must be added to the bill to ensure that addressing geographical disparity and interstate equity is added to the mandate conferred by the bill. My third point is standardization of these institutes. Today we are declaring all institutes as in national importance. Sir, there are huge disparities among neighbors that institutes in terms of infrastructure, courses offered, campus area, and academic and research outputs. Passing of this bill without a clear mandate for standardization could derail the objectives sought by this legislation. Hence, such parameters may be clearly and unambiguously established to ensure that every institute meets standards of an institution of national importance. My fourth point is transfer of members. Sir, it should be noted that the bill does not provide for the transfer of directors and faculty members among institutes. I could be seen that transfers among these institutes may encourage mutual sharing and learning between institutes. Hence, the bill should empower the Department of Pharmaceuticals to enable inter-institute transfer of members. This should be added to the bill. It's the recommendation of Standing Committee also. My last point is about additional courses. There are 4 institutes offered specialist courses in natural products and traditional medicines. It should be made part of this bill that Department of Pharmaceuticals can direct that similar courses be offered at another institute also. By these words, I am concluding. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.